Hi friends, very good morning to all of you. Let us go through the today's newspaper. Today's date is 7th April 2021. Right. Uh, First one is peaceful polling in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Puducherry, Assam and Bengal. At 71.79, the turnout in Tamil Nadu was lowest. Friends, this is the lowest turnout in Tamil Nadu. Friends, the next one. Delhi government declares night curfew till April 30. Curbs from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Emergency services exempted. So, as the cases are rising, the night curfew has been imposed in Delhi. Right, friends? No move to vaccinate all adults now. Health Ministry. We cannot ramp up process suddenly, says Secretary. So, as the cases are rising, there are requests that everybody should be vaccinated, but the Health Ministry says the country is not yet ready to provide vaccine to everybody. Right, friends? Justice Ramana will be next CJI. He will take charge on April 24. So the controversy surrounding Justice Ramana are being resolved, and he is said to become the next CJI. Right, friends? Vigilance officers to be transferred every 3 years. This is to ensure transparency. CVC. So Central Vigilance Commission. It is important. It is an important anti-corruption body, and now the officers will be transferred for every 3 years to bring in the transparency. Right, friends? Russia calls for inclusive solution to Afghan crisis, must include all political ethnic groups to be stable. So Russia wants that an inclusive solution to Afghan crisis, and everybody should be included in that, including the political and ethnic groups. Right, friends? Um, Here is one. Uttarakhand in the grip of unprecedented forest fires. 75 incidents have been reported in the state over 24 hours. So this is a grave situation, and try to understand what are the reasons for the forest fires, and what are its consequences or ill effects. So this could be a question in your mains examination in paper 3. Right, friends, now we will see some editorial articles. The lead article is Stamp Out the Canker Thwarting Democracy. A solution lies in an informal alliance of people and institutions propelling a stream of public spirited action and activity. Friends, this is about the democracy and strengthening the democratic process. Right, friends? Fits and starts. India, Pakistan must be clear on scope of their nascent engagement if ties are to improve. Friends, we have seen the dilly dally of Pakistan about the trade with India. So here the editor wants that India and Pakistan must be clear about the scope of their engagement. Then only the engagement process can succeed. Right, friends? Reworking net zero for climate justice, along with comparable levels of commitments, there need to be equally comparable metrics for well-being. Okay, friends, this is about the environment and the climate justice. I'll try to discuss the article in detail in the other session. Right, friends? Mayhem in Myanmar. India, China, and countries in ASEAN should pressure the junta to restore democracy. Right, friends? The start of a more authoritarian era. The new electoral procedures herald the end of democracy in a Hong Kong that was never truly democratic. Friends, this is about the change of electoral principle or a representative process in Hong Kong, and the authors feel that it is a death knell for democracy in Hong Kong. Right, friends? Redefining combatants. Cyber attacks point to the need to rethink what constitutes a force and what a justified response can be. Friends, this is also very important in the context of security, and especially the cyber security. So I will try to cover this article in detail. Right friends, in Bengal it's advantage BJP. The BJP's emerging dominance has brought a paradigm shift in West Bengal politics. Right friends, Shabarimala back in focus on Kerala polling day. Official assaulted in Payyanur, 6 booked. Friends, try to understand the saga of Shabarimala in relation to electoral politics in Kerala. Right friends, Karnataka orders bid quota as cases soar. Right friends, Andhra Pradesh High Court stays MPTC, ZPTC elections. Order comes 2 days before poll on April 8th. Friends, just before we, just a couple of weeks before, the Panchayati elections have been conducted in the AP, Andhra Pradesh. Then the government, AP government, was against conducting the elections, but the election commission and the judiciary were in favor of conducting the elections. Now the government, the elections are over. The government has got landslide victory in the panchayat elections. Now the government wants to conduct the elections for MPTC and ZPTC also. Now the High Court has stayed this elections just before 2 days. The order comes 2 days before the poll on April 8th. So try to understand the context, how the judiciary and the government and as well as the election commission are not at all in sync with conducting the elections. Right friends, several candidates assaulted in third phase of polling in Bengal. EVMs found at Trinamool leader's home. Hooghly records highest voter turnout at 79.36. Right friends, French authorities did not act on allegations. Report officials shelled probe into Rafale aircraft deal despite contrary opinion of her colleagues. It says, friends, this is about the Rafale aircraft deal, and a report said that kickbacks have been paid to some middlemen. Right friends, daily case count highest in the world. The last time India had a most number was during the first wave in September 2020. Friends, here you can see India reports the highest number of COVID cases in the world for now. Right friends, disqualification please. Goa speaker to rule on April 20. Supreme Court schedules hearing for the day after. Right friends, this is about the the MLAs, members of legislative assembly, changing political parties, merging with other parties, joining other parties, and in some cases they are resigning to escape the anti-defection law. And when the disqualification requests are filed with the speaker is sometimes deciding on them immediately, and in some other cases he is like postponing them like ever. So there should be a solution to this problem in this particular case. In case of Goa, where Congress MLAs have merged with the BJP, the Honorable Supreme Court has guided the speaker to decide upon the disqualification please. Right friends, India has a US as ally in fighting climate change, says NY. Javadekar, John Kerry discuss collaboration and research. Friends, this is about the India-US relationship in fighting the climate change. Right friends, we will see some news around the world. Talks begin to revive Iran nuclear deal. Washington says it expects the discussions to be difficult. Tehran rejects direct negotiations. Friends, this is about the Iran. This is about the reviving the Iran nuclear deal. And earlier there was an agreement, JCPOA, and efforts are being made to revive that agreement. Okay, friends. Don't team up, China cautions Japan ahead of Biden-Suga meet. Don't be misled by countries holding biased view of Beijing. Right friends, this is the triangle story of China, Japan and United States of America. Friends, Beijing holds aircraft carrier drills near Taiwan. More exercises will be held in future. Right. Netanyahu chosen to try to form Israel's next government. March 23 election was inconclusive. And this is about the um, ongoing elections. The elections are being held almost 4 times in 2 years, and mm, as many times there was there were efforts to form the government, but it was failed. Now the Netanyahu has chosen to try and form the Israel's next government. Right friends, Ukraine urges NATO to speed up membership. It will be a real signal for Russia. Right, this friends, this is about the Ukraine issue, and Ukraine is sandwiched between Russia and one side, and the West and Europe, that is European Union, on the other side. Now Ukraine government wants to join the NATO and feels that it will be a real signal to Russia. Right friends, we will see some business news. India growth outlook of 12.5% faces severe risks. IMF says current wave of COVID-19 in the country threatens projections that assumed normalization of economic activity. So the expected 12.5% of growth outlook now faces severe risks because of the second wave of infections. Right friends, Bharti Airtel to sell spectrum to Reliance Jio in 1497 crore deal. Sale of 800 megahertz blocks in 3 cycles help unlock value, Vittel. So this is about Bharti Airtel selling spectrum to Reliance Jio. Friends, this is all about today's newspaper. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day.